I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be a very different video from the norm that I usually make on this channel, which is very shitty gaming videos that you can only find on the early 2000s. I'm reviving it, baby. But what do you want from me? The void beckons and it calls for me. The current Lunchly situation with Logan Paul, KSI, and MrBeast is absolutely fucking hilarious. It feels like they got the three of the most notorious scammers on the internet and then brought them into one meeting room and then made a Chemical X. It is fucking hilarious. They are the trifecta of selling horrible products to kids so they can get a little bit more money in their pockets. They just view their audience as piggy banks at this point that they can break open and get a little bit more money out of it. They advertise themselves as a healthy alternative to Lunchables, you know, that shit when you had when you were a kid. That shit slapped, by the way. But when you start reading the back, it's starting to look like a fucking horror movie. There are all sorts of unhealthy items inside Lunchly. I wouldn't be surprised if you look on the back, there's just vibranium from the Marvel Cinematic Universe just slapped onto there for extra flavor. It starts looking like a fucking chemistry set when you were a child. And Logan Paul and KSI and MrBeast and everybody are just sucking each other's dick, saying that Lunchly is the only snack that you'll ever need the entirety of your life. Actually, it'll grow 6 inches on your penis, and it actually will make you the coolest kid in school. So they are just throwing hands at anybody who shows an iota of an indifference towards Lunchly, and it's actually kind of wild. Logan Paul is gonna challenge 5 more people to a boxing match at this rate. He's gonna start fighting every critic on the internet. Now we're going into the prelude of this conflict. This is the genesis, saying, "What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust people who are selling it to them. Do better." And then Logan Paul replied with, "I'll tell you what happened to YouTubers. We spent our lives creating content and building our brands, and now we want to build business. You don't say anything when Lunchables faces banned for allegedly containing lead, but when we create a better version, you're upset, then don't eat it." Yeah, I'm sure Crypto Zoo was a really great business that had nothing wrong with it. It was perfect. Now, I'm gonna say one thing. Immediately being combative after you launched your own company is not a good idea. I should watch out. I should sleep with one eye open. Logan Paul might break into my house by going against his legendary ideologies. Defending your stance with negativity and immediately being aggressive by shitting on the other person won't help you in your situation, to be honest. And then KSI basically just quoted Dan TDM and said, "Some dumbass YouTuber said the exact same thing to me the other day. Rather than complaining, crying, and trying to cancel a YouTuber for creating a product, here's an idea. If you don't want slash like a product, don't buy it. Simple." Now, this is some nonsensical hooey from KSI here, admittedly. I'm no scientist or any connoisseur, but just telling people to not buy your product doesn't make the product any better. The problem is that the product isn't healthy. The product itself isn't healthy, even if you don't buy it, right? The product that they're selling is horrible. And instead of when people speak out about it, they just start fighting a fucking war. There's something triggers within them. They fucking go into fight or flight in the name of Lunchly. So they did. I'll show you the video in a second, but they did a lot of promotional videos about Lunchly and then how it's so much better than Lunchables. I just wanted to discuss with them what the plan is here. Like arguing on the internet that Lunchly is the best fucking food that you'll ever find on planet Earth. Like it may not be cooked, but it will taste divine. Like that shit is better than the blood of Christ. Wh- wh- what will that how will that make everybody want to taste it? Arguing that their opinion is wrong and that Lunchly is the number one, the only food that you'll ever need to ever live in the future. How that's not good for marketing. That doesn't do anything except making people hate you. And people are already hating you. Just saying. Like people hated Lunchly and then you just start firing back saying that Lunchly is divine. You are stupid for thinking that. Fuck you. How? What is that gonna do? The people aren't gonna go, "Oh shit. Thank you, Logan Paul, for helping me see this. I will now go buy 15 million shares of Lunchly, and I'm gonna go invest in CryptoZoo. Like, no! No one's gonna go like that. Who is gonna go like that? I apologize for my little rant there. I will now show you the video, the promotional video that they have for Lunchly.
Lunchly versus Lunchables.
With Lunchly, you get double the amount of liquid.
Prime has no sugar added, more electrolytes, and more B vitamins.
Crunch Bar.
Whoa.
Feastables Crunch
Yeah!
This part made me giggle so much, like a big old belly laugh like Santa Claus, because this part genuinely hurt my ears. Just seeing three grown men celebrating about like 2 grams of pure sugar is just really fucking hilarious to me. And also, I know they're acting and all, but like, why did you like you didn't have to celebrate that big for Feastables, bro. They're treating as if Feastables is some kind of cure for cancer. Like, it ain't that big, bro. They're like nobody's gonna look into their bag and see Feastables and gonna go, yeah, let's go, bro, let's go. We have to some for fist for Feastables. Let's go, man.
Our pizza uses real cheese. Theirs, as it says on their box, is mozzarella pasteurized prepared cheese product. They can't even call it real cheese.
Ooh.
Now, admittedly, that is a better roast than Logan Paul and KSI has ever said in their lives. So, good for you, Mr. Beast. Maybe you'll be able to make a comeback.
We're also 30 less calories, 3 less grams of fat, and 8 less grams of sugar. Turkey Stack 'em! 310 calories.
230 calories.
21 grams of sugar.
Only 7 grams of sugar.
If you look at this close up, you can already tell which one has better ingredients. All right, we'll start off with the Lunchables.
Bro, I'm sorry, that's trash. All right, now we're trying Lunchly. Come on. We're not biased at all, but ours is way better.
Fiesta Nachos. 22 grams of sugar.
10 grams of sugar.
7 grams of protein.
9 grams of protein.
Look at that face. That is a face of a man who is almost self-aware.
Come in close and look at the queso cheese in Lunchly versus whatever that is. Drip versus stick. I like my cheese drippy, bruh.
And I like my food being healthy, bruh. So, just because they say it is healthier than Lunchables, that doesn't make this food any more healthy.
This is a Lunchly salsa right here. Look at the consistency, the texture. And this is Lunchable.
And that's the end of the video. They didn't get to pack all the greatness of Lunchly into that 60-second short. They're talking as if they have the Krabby Patty secret formula. And also, here are the ingredients from Lunchly to apparently the leading brand. I mean, they could have said Lunchables. They were dissing on it this entire time. I'll just let you look over that. Eye it a bit, maybe give your own opinion on that. But what seems kind of fishy to me is that they only list the electrolytes. I mean, I'm sure in like other parts they list some more health facts, but I just wanted to add that they did a whole fucking MRI scan on Lunchly just to prove that there's no bad objects in it. But I'm sure this is just a bunch of, a bunch of mumbo jumbo. I mean, good to know that there's no meth in our Lunchly, I guess. So overall, just a very crazy situation, just like a huge battle between Avengers here. It's pretty clear what I think about it, but I'm gonna just reiterate, just because it's healthier than Lunchables, even if it is, it does not make it healthy at all. I know this is gonna be a very hot take, but I've never really liked Logan Paul, KSI, and Mr. Beast. They were just always too fucking shady to me. I mean, I don't know about KSI. He was too busy doing Try Not to Laughs at his grandma's funeral. And instead of fighting to the death for in the name of Lunchly, maybe like at least listen to what the people have to say. That's all I gotta say. And I wish for the best that nobody gets food poisoning from these little MREs, but that's all I have to say. Bye.